Hello to everyone, this is Joanna, and today I'm going to share my empties with you, things that I have emptied up over the last couple of months. They will be random like my last one, and I will just share whether or not I would repurchase these. Some of these you will recognize as things that I do happen to purchase a lot all the time. And again, my phone is tabletop, and it's still unclear, but you'll be able to see what I'm showing. This I just finished up, as you can see. So I'll be throwing this away first. This is the Artisan Cafe Creamer. This is the Coffee Mate Tahitian Vanilla. This does have buttermilk in it. I do like this. I hauled this a while ago, and as y'all know, I had a lot of creamers. So all the creamers that I had, it's not odd for them to start going bad. So this went bad about down here, so I poured the rest of it out. So that is the first thing. Yes, I would repurchase this. I think I would try a different flavor. I think they had caramel. So if I see this in the store, I will get some more of it. So I will try to start with these bigger items first. This you see all the time. The Tide Free and Gentle. I purchase this all the time. So it's a definitely repurchase, as well as this right here. But I've now been taken with that new tea one. This one is the Honey Lavender. They do have a Tide in this. I find that detergent a little dense and rough. It could just be because our washers are cold water. I do like it, but I also find that I need to use less of the Honey Lavender Tide. But this is my preferred one right here that I do use all the time. You guys see me haul it all the time. This next thing here is a cookie purchase that I purchased from a coworker. Her kids were selling cookies at school. And this one I got was the coconut one. I was trying to see, it probably says it on the lid. The coconut pecan is what it is. And these are pretty good. They're a chewy cookie with pecans in them. I do think that the quality on these have changed because one year I bought them a few years back. And I liked them so much that when the person sold them again that next year, I bought two. They tasted a little different this time. And I know that sometimes ingredients on things change, but I would repurchase these for school again, or from a school. And then I have this tea here. This is the Tazo Dessert Delights Vanilla Bean Macaron, or macaroon. I think this one's macaron. This is a really good tea. I do purchase these teas a lot. The one tea I purchase from them all the time is the Zen tea. I really like it, but I do try these every time I see them. And I would re-get that one, as well as what I'm about to show you here, the Jimmy Dean. I get the maple sausage and the regular. You make these in the microwave on 40 seconds. I usually cook mine a little bit extra. They do produce grease as if they are pan fried. They do make a turkey version. I have not tried that one. The maple and the regular come in the regular and the turkey sausage version. But I do like these a lot, especially when you want to get out the door quick. If you get those Pillsbury bag of biscuits or even the croissants, and you take something like this and scramble you up some eggs, maybe like those Southwest, what are those eggs called that you shake? That's a quick way to make you a quick breakfast sandwich, or just breakfast that's really good and close to the real thing. The next thing I have is a Bath and Body Works item, and that is the Best Day Raspberry Sorbet Hand Soap. I bought these that summer that they came out, and I'm trying to go through a lot of my older hand soaps. I have some. Even back then, I was buying hand soaps. I just wasn't buying as many during 1996 and so, when their herb one was a popular one, in Kitchen Spice. So I am trying to go through some hand soap. I go through those faster than anything. And there may be a couple of more in here. As you can see, I have empties from everything. Food, product, and there'll be some snacks. Next on this lineup, I have two more creamers. This might not be all the creamer, but I have here Toasted Marshmallow Mocha. I would definitely repurchase this one. I think this is one that I repurchased and had not realized that I had gotten it. I thought that I hadn't gotten it before. It was either this one or a butterscotch one. So this is really good. I do love creamers. And then this caramel macchiato. I had this in the white chocolate and I liked it the best. I think there was a third one that I might not have gotten that I will try when I go back to the grocery store. But like I said, I had so many creamers. Usually if I have two this size and one this size, that's good. But in that particular haul I hauled a ton of creamers, so some of them started going bad. That one I was able to use all up. And then we have the Cashmere Glow. This should be the bubble bath. I miss their bubble bath a lot. They are starting to bring back some, but I don't think they measure up to these. The scent, however, I was not crazy about Cashmere Glow. In fact, when it came out, I avoided it. I didn't like it. But one of my coworkers at the time had won a prize from work, and the prize was the shower gel, the lotion, and the mist. And because it looked all pretty and golden, I decided that I wanted some. And I went and got it, and it took me forever to use it. I do still have in this fragrance form um the spray, the glitter sprays, they were the best. So even though I don't like the scent, I love the coloring of the glitter spray in this. And I had a mini lotion. I might have used it because I had two, so one might be in here. And then I have this Secret Charm. This reminded me of their what was Whispering Mist, but it wasn't exactly the same. And I've washed my hair, so excuse my hair, like it is shrunk to high heaven. I need to condition it and twist it up. But this smelled really, really nice. It took me a long time to use this because if y'all know, this ain't made no more. And this was $9.50. And this was back when you could get 8 products for $35. But it held up nice. It didn't separate or anything like that. So I would repurchase this if they had it again. As you know, Victoria's Secret body creams and body butters have changed. I don't even think they have a body butter anymore. This was the next thing that I had used up, my little lighter clicker. I try to buy 2 of these at a time, sometimes 3. And when I get on that last one, I try to go out and buy one, which I am on my last one now. These are perfect for candles. I feel like you need these for candles. These are essential for your candles. You really can't go wrong with those. Next up, I have the Lantern Glow 1850 Coffee. I believe they are phasing this out for that new one that I showed. But I do like this, and I would buy more of this if I see it. This particular brand, the Ground and the Keurig, went on sale for $5. Then we have this Gentle Sheet Mask with Honey. I love these. This is the Bath and Body Works mask, and I have a lot of these that I'm going through. I think I only bought one of these, but if I see these at semi-annual sale, I will buy more. My favorite was that black charcoal one. I can really see a difference with that one. And of course, y'all know I want the hand mask and the foot mask. I'd like to try the hand mask compared to compared to the Sephora one. The only thing is, the Sephora ones are $5. They're a really good deal for a store brand, and they make your hands feel so good. You put the gloves on, the gloves are dry, so you can still do some housework. I wouldn't recommend driving because they're kind of slick. Some people are adept at that, but they are very nice. You can still do some housework, which is one of the drawbacks with certain masks, if they're for your hands and feet, is you can't do much. I have not tried the Sephora foot one, but I do want to try the Bath and Body Works one. I do plan on getting some more of those masks, but this was a very nice mask, and I would repurchase more of it. Next, we have snacks. These were little dollar cookies, and these are supposed to be like knockoff pecan sandies. They're okay. I will try some more of these. They come in peanut butter, lemon, all the little cookies, the coconut macaroon. And these I love. I buy these all the time. I mostly buy barbecue. These are great with sandwiches. Whenever I make my ham sandwich or I have chicken salad sandwich, I like the barbecued ones with the ham sandwich, and I like these with my lunch meat sandwiches, my chicken croissant sandwiches. These are just nice chips to have. They're hearty and thick. They're not a thin chip. They're very good, but I like to catch these when they're on sale for $2.50. Every blue moon they'll go on sale for $2. But I really do like this brand, and I buy these a whole lot. And then next we have the Cashmere Glow Shower Gel. I did finish this. And a lot of times when I'm trying to empty out my shower gel, I'll pour a couple of capfuls of it under water when I'm taking a bubble bath. It doesn't really lather up a whole lot. But if I'm down, towards the end of the product. And what I also do like about the shower gels is you can use them on a washcloth. Some shower gels you can only use on a poof or a sponge. These can be used if you're in the tub or even if you're in the shower. These can be used on a washcloth, and they lather up really, really well. So I've always loved that about the Bath and Body Works shower gels, all the way back from when they made the fragrance Peach Nectar and a lot of the scents you hear me talk about. So we have another creamer. This is the Butterscotch Latte, and yes, I would get this one again. And then a snack that I wasn't crazy about that I tried is these Lay's stacks. I didn't really like these. Nothing wrong with them. I think I'm just very partial to the Pringles brand because we know Pringles has been out forever. Back when I was a little girl in the 70s, and it was probably out a few years before then. So I'm just partial to, because even though I love Pringles, when they came out with a corn chip type product, I didn't touch it. I eat the regular Pringles I used to. Then I got stuck on the 1/3 less fat. And not because they were healthy. I bought them by accident one time and just discovered they tasted better. They were the perfect texture. They tasted good. So they have changed them now. They say something different. But if you see the marking 1/3 less fat or less fat, they are the ones. Now, they were not the same as the fat free. I tried those and I did not like them. But another one of my favorites is their ranch and their barbecue one. So I just figured that I didn't like these because I'm partial to Pringles and not for any other reason, because some people really love these. Next is this Tresemme Split Remedy. This was a moisturizer that I had. I didn't find this particularly effective. I would not use this again. It was a hair moisturizer that I had and I was using just because I had it. I do plan on trying some of the new Shea Moisture stuff in the light blue packaging. Then I go through Sure Unscented. I do buy this a lot. However, my top deodorants are Dove and the Secret Unscented. They don't make soft and dry anymore that I find. And if they do, it doesn't come in unscented. But I do buy this on the regular. It depends on what I'm trying to spend, because sometimes I don't want to spend money for Dove. But I do get all those same deodorants all the time. This is the watermelon lemonade. I did squeeze a lot of this out because, as you know, this is older into my bath water, as you've heard me say. It got down to about right here. That's what I did, because I do have the lotion in this. I still have the shower gel, which is discolored, and I do still have a scrub. I think the spray I gave away a couple years ago. This was a fragrance that my daughter liked. She had had enough of it that I had still given her, which is why she didn't want the spray that year. And I remember giving it away to a coworker at work. I just felt like it didn't smell the same on me. I would not repurchase this scent. However, I have had enough of watermelon lemonade in every form that it comes in. I do still have some candles around here, and I do still have hand soap and hand gels. I will use those up. The next thing we have is Lever 2000. This was a good soap when it came out years ago. I felt like it was moisturizing on the skin and it knocked all the dirt off, and it was hard to find for a while. So I found it in this and the Cucumber Aloe, and a cabman liked it too. So I alerted him that Target had it then, and I bought the big giant packs of these. So this is one bar that I finished, maybe the second bar in total, but I would repurchase this again. Then we have a golden sugar scrub, which again was in the scent Cashmere Glow. I decided to target all of this stuff and try to use it up. These are the ones with oil. I find that I don't like these as much, and if you're going to get these, you need to use them up because the oils will go rancid pretty quickly, which is not a good product for me to have considering how long it takes me to get around to something. I do have a honey almond one that I need to target next. Even though they smell funny, you can still use them. But I just don't like the way that oil smells when it goes rancid. I do have some regular bath oil that I will be pulling out and using in the shower. You can use those as an after shower moisturizer. You can put them straight on your skin, or you can blend them in your palm with your lotion to put on your skin. So I will hopefully have some of those as Empties, all the Cocoa Shea oils that I got, as well as the unfragrance oil that I got. So those are coming up. And then I have this soap. This was an older soap, Winter White Petals. And I was trying to see if the notes were on here. This was their hand soap with olive oil. There were no notes on this one. And the label looked like this. They were charging $8.50 for these. They ended up not being $8.50 though. They were a part of every soap sale that Bath & Body Works had. But this was an older brand. I probably purchased this in 2012, maybe. And then here, I kept one of these, which this is kind of messy. This is what replaced the Lantern Glow coffee, this noir, not this one in particular, but whatever this coffee series is what replaced the 1850. And I kind of hate that because I like the 1850 and I like these as well. These coffees are very bold and very strong, and they do stand up to creamer, because some people don't like that when they put creamer in their coffee, it weakens. You won't have any trouble with all the coffees in this line. This one and that midnight one that I have almost empty are the only two that I have tried from this line. I don't know what this line is called, but this is Folgers Noir Golden Dusk. And then this tea, I went ahead and tried this because I saw somebody show this in a box they got. The year that they showed it, I went out and bought this and another one. And I really did like this black tea with vanilla. I didn't particularly taste the vanilla, but I would buy it again. And I do think they still make it. I just haven't looked into seeing what flavors were out there. As y'all know, I got a box full of bath bombs. I've also been trying to use those with coordinating bubble baths or just anything I think they will go with. And since I wasn't crazy about 1,000 Wishes, I did go ahead and use that bath ball up. This mask, when they came out, I think they came out last year. When I first used this, guys, it burned my face. Like, I thought because my face was damp, that was why. So I was hesitant to open up the second one, but when I did, it didn't do anything. So I don't know if it was because my skin was sensitive to it. But I do like peel-off masks. This little tiny thing, I believe, was $4.50. It wasn't horrible, but it was sticky and you couldn't get it all out. Like, it wasn't a one-use thing. I was able to use this 3 times. So I had to sit it down and make sure it was closed up to keep it moist. So I would not repurchase this. I have a caramel drizzle that I used up in Keurig form. This came out first in ground coffee, and I will say this about this. When you make the ground one, it smells so good. For those of you that love to scent your home with coffee, it smells so good when you're brewing it up. I don't get that much smell when I make it in the Keurig, but when you make the ground one, it smells delicious. It is good, and I mix it with whatever creamer I want. So this is a definite repurchase. And then we have the Fashionably Latte Pocket Bag. I finished this one up. And guys, I got tons of pocket bags. I've got like a big old container full over there. The Sweet Tiramisu, I finally used one of these, and I ended up not being crazy about it. The caramel, whatever that caramel soap was that I got, I ended up, I think, giving it away. It had a scent of this, but not exactly. But I do have a hand soap in this I will use up, and I believe I have one more of these somewhere. I will use it. And then these were, I think, were these, I don't know what brand lashes these were, but these were the first lashes I ever used. So they might have been Ardell lashes, maybe. I don't think they were Kiss, but these were the Demi 101s. And I did a picture on Instagram of me applying lashes. It was the first time. I do have many more lashes. And I don't really purchase expensive lashes because I'm not really great at putting them on. But if I get better, I might, because I like them. And I love the way they look. Pure Vanilla Lotion. This is back when they made hand lotions in big bottles. And I think you could get 3 of these for $12 then. These were $5 by themselves. This was a very potent vanilla scent. It was almost like the fresh vanilla scent. This is what their vanilla should be. And they had soaps and lotions at that time that went into a little carafe thing that you could put on your sink. So this was a very popular gift that moms and aunts were getting at that time during that year. And then this next item is a newer item. And guys, I bought 2 or 3 of these, and I took this to work, and it was a hit with everybody that tried it. Everybody that tried this loved it, said they kept smelling their hands and their fingers. So I went ahead and left it at work. This didn't last but like maybe a week. When I take soaps to Hamilton Point, when I used to work there, they would last a few days because there's a ton more people there. But everybody really did like this, and I do have another one. I will pick up more of this if I see it at semi-annual sale or whatever, because our store doesn't have any right now. And then I also used a Golden Sands. Let me see. Y'all already know the notes on the brown sugar, but if I see them, I'll read them anyway. Baked apples, brown sugar, and flaky pie crust. And this Golden Sand ones, the year that I got this, I thought it smelled so good. This was coconut water, freesia, and vanilla. I didn't really get coconut from it. I just got fresh, but I really did like it. I would repurchase this again. I'd probably try it in the scrubby. Y'all hear me say I don't really like scrubbies, but I do try to keep a scrubby at the sink. And I used up my Precisely My Brow in 4.5. I'm not really crazy about this pencil, but these are one of the little ones you could get for like $12.50 or $13. So I would get this again, but I'm looking for an inexpensive brow pencil for work because these things are kind of costly. And then they break sometimes. The first one of these I had, that's what it was doing. The second one was a little bit better, But my favorite brow pencils are the Anastasia one that you sharpen and the Urban Decay brow beaters. I have yet to try the brow marker. The brand that made my favorite in soft black at the time was Prescriptives, and they stopped making it. That one was perfect. And then we have another snack of cookies. These were the strawberry creams. So the lemon cream, peanut butter, strawberry creams, these were the ones that I got with those little pecan sandies, and these were like $1 a piece. So these were the brow pencils. This was a brow pencil that wasn't in the box. These were the little $13 sizes, and they click up, but they don't have anything at the end. They just have this part right here. Do I know if the same amount is in here that is in the big one? I do not know. And the other one that I have here is the NYX brow pencil in espresso. This one's not bad. It's okay for everyday use. I just ain't crazy about it. And it's got the spoolie on the tip. I think these might have been $4.99, but I'm not sure. I have this that I emptied up. This is a very popular instant cuticle remover that you can put under the nail. And that, I get this over and over. I have two, I believe, as backups. And then I have two of these. I'm trying to figure out where the other one is because I just had it. I might as well show them together. These were the mini lotions I had in addition to the lotion and the body cream. And I went ahead and used these up. And then we have an Umbrian Clay face mask. And this actually came in a box. One of the Sephora 500 perk boxes with other masks, and I did use this up. I wouldn't get this one anymore. I found it difficult to rinse off, and it left like a whitish cast, so I don't know what was up with that, but I did like the box it came from. And the reason I know that I tried this one first is because I kind of felt like it was going to be the one that I liked the least. We have a High Chew here, strawberry. I love this in peach. So I ate these up when I got them. And then I have a sea salt hand cream that I went through and used up. And then this is old, so I'm going to go ahead and just let this go. This is the Miracle Lip Gloss. This was very pretty when I first got it from Lancome. It came in one of their boxes. Because I seem to have a lot of little things that I need to declutter. Another lip gloss I have that is old. It doesn't smell right. I think I got this like in 2005, maybe 2004 from the Airbond. The beautician I was going to at that time sold this. It doesn't smell like it's supposed to, and it's super sticky, so we're going to let this go. And then this one, this doesn't smell like the tiramisu one. I'll see if I have the tag in my little bag here, because I've been keeping the tags from some of the wallflowers that I use, so I can come back and tell you guys what they were, and I was right. This one is a 24 karat gold one, and this is Cool Eucalyptus, Clean Musk, and Oak Moss, but it has a soapy scent to me. I like it. And it was very potent when I put it in. So this one is finished. And then the pocket bags that I have are Gold Digger, which is golden sugar. This was one of the ones I unfortunately got one of because I was buying pocket bags and not using them till later, and then this was sold out. So if I could have, I would have gotten more. If I see it today, I would definitely pick up two more. Tis the Season is a scent that is not for me, but I did go ahead and try it out in this. The males at my job like this, and some of them would use it. Stashing Through the Snow smelled really good. This came out when they had the little mustache holder that you could put around here. And then this Mint Blossom, Sparkling Mint Blossom. I ended up liking this more than I thought. It was a soft mint. And what was contained in here was a pearlized mint green. So it was very beautiful to give as a gift. And I would get a couple more of these if these came out in a re-release. I have a bottle of Aleve that I finished, because I go through some pain medicine, but Aleve is something I've been getting for the type of pain that I would take naproxen for, because I generally take my Excedrin and my Motrin more than anything. So what I have next might be kind of surprising, but it is two brushes. Now, I figured this is a Sephora, what was this, the Pro 55, whatever it was then. And they don't never say. It would be so nice if brushes would start putting their information on the side and it didn't fade. If it's not Pro 55, it was 53. I don't really know, but it was a popular brush for foundation then. But you see how it stays like this? because it won't, you know what I mean, get unlike this when I wash it. I just figure it's time for it to go. So I will be getting rid of that. And this is a Morphe brush that came out of the copper canister that I had years ago. And I don't know if you can see this, but the reason I'm getting rid of this brush is all it does is shed. You might be able to see some of those hairs falling off of there. I don't know. But I know that every time I use this brush, even when I wash it, all it does is shed. It gets on my nerves because pieces will be on my face. You know, if I'm using something that's liquid, I don't want hair stuck to my face. The other brushes didn't do that. I don't know what the deal is with this one, but I'm tired of it, and I've resigned the fact that I'm going to go ahead and toss it in the trash. And then the last three things that I have, two more hand soaps, or one more hand soap. And that is the Comfort and Joy. I liked this because at the time it smelled like my Cozy Sunday Morning. But a lot of people did not like the packaging on these that year. And I absolutely loved it. I think this is the first one that I've used up. I do have the rest of them that was in this line, if any of you are familiar. But I like the packaging on this. I didn't mind it at all. I thought it was pretty. And this is Sparkling Champagne and Pears. So I don't understand why it smelled just like my Cozy Sunday Morning when that has bergamot in it. And then the last thing, of course, is my acetone. I purchase this all the time. I get it in this size as well as this size. This is my last bottle. I also get the pink one that is the non-abrasive. Someone told me that because I thought it was non-acetone, but it had acetone in the back. So I think they told me that meant non-abrasive. So that is it. That is everything that I have used up so far. And I'm trying to go through stuff because that's why I told you guys some of what I'm going through Bath and Body Works wise is going to be a little bit older. I'm halfway through this tube of this, but I do have another one. And because I know they won't last long, I'll try to finish this up while it's still cold and get started on the other one. I wish they would have made this in a lotion. And like everyone else, I too wish they would have brought it back. I do have one more cream, one shower gel, and one mist. I feel like that's all I need in that. It is different from my Comfort, my Cup of Warmth. It is different. They are similar, but they are not the same. That one, it does kind of smell similar to this, but to me, this one smells like the inside of a pumpkin-y, sweet potato-y pie. You've heard me say that before. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed these empties, and if there's anything you want to know about, let me know. I've been looking at everybody's empties because I like seeing things that they've had. And again, until the next time, everyone have a great day. I do plan on coming back at some point and doing a nail look with this, but I've got on what I've got on now, so I like this blue. But I want to try this plate out. And I will say this before I leave, the clear stamper that came with it, I can't never make those things work. I have not tried my Moyu London clear stampers, and I watch other people's stampers because it's about, you know, the wrist and how you move it. I cannot make them things work. So I use my regular stamper, which is a Queen stamper that looks like this. And I have a Moyu London stamper coming. It's one of the ones that I really like because the one that I had, I think the little thing is shrunk and it won't stay in. So I got a brand new one coming, and I was hoping to use that when that comes, but that order's not in yet. So again, for the last time, this time I'm going to say goodbye, and everyone have a wonderful morning.